So, last class we have seen, we saw, we studied a lot of different points about the semantics. What are the areas that semantic focus? The responsibility of semantics in the English language. Okay? Today, we are going to restart the point 1.4, demonstrating semantic knowledge. Okay? Semantic knowledge. And in this topic, let's read first. How can you explain the speaker knowledge of meaning? Certainly, we cannot expect that speakers can clearly define all the words they know. Okay? Here, the author is saying that since our childhood, when we are little childs, okay, almost babies, okay, childs, we are able to communicate, and we are able to organize syntactic structures, okay? But it's not so easy to explain the language processes from outside, okay? But we are going to see something. Sometimes we know how to organize the language or how to use the language, but sometimes it is difficult to explain, okay? Focusing on language from outside. Okay? But for us in the university, it's less complicated. It's not so complicated because we have a lot of theories to study and to compare and to make some analysis. Okay? So let's analyze a set of sentences now. But before, let's read. Would you like to read? Read? Ler? Okay. Oh, good. General. Something. Yes, it's difficult because TH sound. Something. Yeah, is. Meaningful. Yeah. Relax. Yeah, it's difficult. It's long term. Meaningful. In English, yes. Very good. Don't worry. Okay, I know it's hard to know sometimes the pronunciation of strange words. It's difficult. I know. Okay, but the important thing is to study and try over and over again, okay? Don't give up, don't desist, right? Good. Okay, let's analyze some sentences here. The first one is Henry drew a picture. Come on in, guys, welcome. Okay. We start in a few minutes. We have started in a few minutes, so we are going to start analyzing some sentences, okay? You came in a good time. So, the first sentence is Henry drew a picture, okay? So this is Henry drawing a picture, okay? For you, is this example strange or is it a common example that you can use normally in your routine? Is it possible to use this example in a normal dialogue, in a normal conversation?
Yes or no?
Yes? Okay, I agree too. Yes. The second one, 1B, Henry left.
It's possible too.
Yes, it's possible. Number 3, the picture left.
So, just a metaphorically, I don't know, how can I say this?
Good point. Good point, yes. Actually, we have two ways.
Not really.
Yes, you're right. I have to express what I want you, what kind of answer you have to give me, like syntactically or semantically. Syntactically, this sentence is okay. Okay, the position of the lexical terms are okay. The structure is perfect, it's gorgeous. But the meaning is strange, because in the real life, Mona Lisa probably can't read. Okay? Oh, can't read what? Can't laugh. Okay? Very good. I appreciate your thought.
Thank you.
Number 4, 1D. We know, because of the asterisks, that this sentence is yes. This sentence is completely wrong. It's totally bad. Actually, it's not a sentence. It's a mixed set of words. Picture Harry drew. There is no meaning. Okay? There is no sense in any syntax sequence at all. Okay? It's totally wrong. Okay. So we have here two groups of sentences. Okay? The blue group and the orange group or orange set. I would like to know if you can perceive what is the main difference between this group of two sentences and this second group. What is the main distinction between them in general?
Oh, sorry, teacher, today is
Semantics, yes. Sometimes we
lost
make a mixture. The same professor for syntax and semantics, it's complicated. I can't understand.
Okay, we can find some quotes for you today. Semantics.
Yeah. Okay.
Today syntaxes.
I really appreciate this idea. Okay, I'm going to wait.
Just kidding, teacher.
I will wait for those. Uma fardinha, né? Seria bom, né? Boa. Semântica, sintaxe, né? Pelo menos combinar os cores, né? Okay. Very good. The main difference between these two groups is that in this group the sentences are totally possible, are correct. And in this second group, the sentences have some problem, or semantically and syntactically. Okay? Let's see now. 4 sentences, 4 very similar sentences. And I would like that you compare them and tell me which ones are similar and which ones are contradictory or different. Okay? Let's see. 2. Speakers of a language generally agree or are sensitive as to when two sentences have essentially the same meaning and when they do not. So, you have to identify if the sentences have the same meaning, if they are equal, similar, or if they are different. Okay? So the sentence 2A is Rebecca got home before Robert. Okay? Or Rebecca arrived at home before Robert. Okay? Second, Robert got home before Rebecca. What do you think? The sentences are similar or they are contradictory, different?
Contradictory.
Why?
I think so. First, the subject Rebecca is Rebecca, and the second, the subject is Robert.
Yes. So, using this strategy, you can perceive that they are doing different, not different things, the same thing, coming, but she comes first in this situation, and in this situation, Robert comes first.
The context is equal.
Is the same.
It's the same. Someone got home before someone, but both centers are changed. The objects and the subjects.
Yes, perfect. Number 3. Robert arrived at home after Rebecca. So, which sentence is similar to these two C? Sometimes it's confused. A lot of information. Robert arrived at home after Rebecca. Which sentence is similar?
Similar.
Yeah.
2A.
2A is the same. So Rebecca got home before Robert. Is the same of Robert arrived at home after Rebecca?
Yes.
Yes. It's confusing, but yes, exactly that. And we can conclude, presuppose that these two sentences are equal to. Do you agree? Yes. Okay, only comparing. So, the sentences in purple are equal and the sentences in orange are equal to. And the sentences with different colors are contradictory in terms. Okay? So, when we have similar sentences, okay, when the parent sentence says the same thing, we call them paraphrases. Paraphrase. In português we say parafrasear. Você vê muito quando vai fazer o TCC, a monografia, né? Você não pode copiar do livro e colar lá sem dizer quem é o autor. Então você pode escrever suas palavras citando o autor. Então você está parafraseando, dizendo a mesma coisa com as mesmas, com outras palavras, suas palavras. Né? Então, essas duas frases estão dizendo a mesma coisa com outras palavras, e a mesma coisa acontece com essas duas em roxo. Ok? Em cor. Okay. Now I have a challenge for you. Okay? We have two sentences. And some ordinary words in blue or purple, I don't know. So, change the underlined word for one word in the parentheses without change the meaning of the sentence. So, you have to change. Purchase. Okay, I can give you some clue. Purchase, there's a relation with when you have to sell something. It's a relation of sale and buy. It's a change. Let me show you some pictures. Deixa eu só ver se eu não vou dar a resposta aqui passando o slide. Deu só um minuto. Não dá não. Tem um slide aqui que ele demonstra. Okay. So, purchase is this relation. To buy or sell something. Okay? An object, for example. Where did you purchase these tools? I thought that I give you the answer from the. No, didn't you understand what purchase means? For example, I had purchased this control 6 months ago, and it was very expensive. Purchase. You can purchase something in a credit card, in check, or using cash. Okay? Purchase something. Okay. Where did you purchase these tools? Okay? He's asking to go, for example. Where did you purchase those objects? Okay? So, try to change purchase using one of these words. Use, buy, release, modify, or take. And try to change enormous using pink, smooth, nice, huge, or original. Yes. At the end of the street, we saw two enormous statues, like Padre Cícero statues and Maria's statue, for example. Do you have an idea? The first one?
The first I have an idea, but the second, I know what enormous means, but I don't know.
Okay, but what your intuition says?
First, I'm speaking a lot.
cute. This, another one. You, what do you think about it? Relax, that's no problem if you make a mistake. There's no problem. We are making a conversation here. Okay?
We should buy.
Buy? Yes, buy is like comprar. So it makes sense. Yes, you are correct. Buy. Very good. Good kick. No, it was not a kick. I know you know, yeah. The second one. Let's substitute in normals. Let's change normals using one of these words.
No, nice, no. Pink. Pink, like color? Pink?
Yes, pink is like a color.
Like a color, it's not a color. Nice
No,
is good.
Normals, like something
So
very...
I'm between smooth.
Smooth?
Smooth and
Huge.
huge.
Yes.
Smooth. It's like a milkshake. And huge, I don't know what.
Okay, huge is something very big. Normal. So, that's the answer. It's the example. At the end of the street, we saw two enormous statues, or two huge statues. So, from now on, you can use this new vocabulary, okay? Huge.
Polish.
I have to check. I don't remember actually. Okay, I forgot. But I can't. Let's check. Smooth polish. Okay. It's important.
I think it's not.
Polish. Polimento, refinado, provavelmente educado, né? Ok? Smooth. Vamos ver ao pé da letra smooth. Smooth pode ser fumaceira, sufocamento, sufocar. Ah, porque aqui ele tá... tem razão. Estou errado. Smooth. Ato de alisar, de polir. Seria um polimento mais literal,
Tem
né?
substantivo? Peraí.
Vamos ver.
Gíria, excelente, agradável. Ah, então é gíria.
Smooth.
Ah, tá.
Tem a ver com polimento, de maneira geral. Aí você vê como adequa melhor, né? Algo polido, linguagem polida ou polimento ao pé da letra mesmo, ok?
Brando, agradável, macio, gostoso. Ah, tem a ver.
Tem a ver também, né? Que você falou inicialmente naquela hora, né? Ok.
Queria entender a relação.
São tantos sentidos, né, que a palavra tem que a gente às vezes não lembra. Eu esqueço direto. Vamos lá.
So do
So, it's huge. I think that it's our problem. All English teacher has to live with this problem. Okay? It's impossible to learn a language completely. It's too many terms. Okay, let's discuss about a very simple thing, synonym. But we have to consider that synonyms are different from paraphrases. Can you make a distinguish? To distinguish them? Is it possible?
Yeah. The synonyms is next to the word. For example, between words.
Yeah.
This other word very, very next to the other.
Yes, very similar.
Is a synonym. And the paraphrase is like the idea.
Yes.
You explain the idea of the text of the
Exactly.
word.
Yes, you're right. The synonyms focus on ordinary words, singular words. Okay. The paraphrase focus on sentences, similar sentences. Okay. Paraphrase is related to phrases or sentences, and synonyms is related with isolated words. Okay. Two different fields, two different sets. So, what's another word for synonym? A big challenge. It's very difficult to find.
Synonym.
Okay. Words that have the same sense or the same meaning in a given context are synonyms. Very easy misconception for this. Tell me a pair of synonyms. Do you remember any synonym in English? Two words that are similar?
Two words, similar, similar words.
Do you know, do you remember anyone?
It's difficult when
It's not so automatically. Yeah. It's not so automatically. If you don't remember, that's no problem. Next, near, under, below. Then. I'm kidding, okay. Think about it. Você vai pensando, se você lembrar, você me diz, você pode me interromper, você me diz, você lembrou. Oh, good. Could you read for me, man, please? This
happy
paragraph.
and glad.
Happy and glad. Happy, glad, and gay. Do you know? Gay represents, it's similar to, it's not their reference to homosexuals. No, it's used as a happy thing. Yeah? Convencionou que o termo gay é relacionado a homossexuais, mas originalmente ele tem uma música que eu já ouvi, não lembro a música agora, mas ela fala I am gay no sentido de dizer que ela é feliz, não no sentido que ela é homossexual, né?
Mas como adquiriu essa dupla semântica, né? Até mesmo no país de origem, eles já evitam.
Porque já está tão forte, né?
Utilizam até como trocadilho, né?
Essa ambiguidade já está tão forte que ela parece que o termo puxado pelo homossexualismo já vingou mais, né? Então é melhor usar happy in glad. Okay. So, man, could you read for me this paragraph?
Me, you.
Yeah. Could you read it? You. Yeah, please.
Right.
Let's practice. It's good. Yes.
The speaker recognizes when the meaning of one sentence contradicts another sentence. The sentences below are all about the same person, but two of them are related in such a way that one is true, the other must be false.
Now we are going to talk about contradictory sentences, okay? He says that one is true, the another one must be false to understand the concept, okay? So, pay attention. The example for A says, he is married. He is married, okay?
Right.
Yes, he's married. You can see because of that too. Okay? For B, he is fairly rich. He has a lot of money. Okay?
Fairly.
Yes. It's a kind of intensifier. Rich, but it's not only rich, very rich. Okay? For C, he is no longer young. He's not so young, something like that. And for D, he's a bachelor. A bachelor is a synonym to single. Okay? So, the question is, we have few men in the world. It's difficult to find one. Okay, it's a joke. Let's go. So, which of these sentences are contradictory? Choose two sentences that are contradictory. A pair of sentences, only two. Oh, teacher. Sentence 1 is contradictory with sentence 2. They are opposites. I would like to find those sentences.
Oh, opposite among the.
Yes, among these four. These four, sorry. We have two that are totally opposite. Which ones? Can you identify? Tell me the numbers.
He's married, he's a bachelor.
Okay, he's married and he's a bachelor.
Bachelor.
Okay, married and single. Yes, exactly that. Okay, he is married and he's a bachelor. Are opposite. Um é casado e outro é solteiro. Okay. Muito bem. So these represent the four sentences that are contradictory. For isolated words, we have the term antonyms. Okay, the same thing of synonym for words and paraphrase for sentences. Antonyms for words, contradictory words, and contradictory for sentences. Okay? We have specific terms for each one. Different things. Okay. Could you read for me that paragraph?
Yes. Speakers generally agree when two words have opposite meanings in a given context. Find the antonym word for each context below.
Okay, thank you. Now we have these two sentences. It's similar to that task we have practiced, okay, in a few minutes. For example, Betty cut a thick slice of cake. So, you can substitute thick for a contradictory word or for an antonym among those. Which word here is the opposite of thick? Thick é largo, né? Um pedaço grande de bolo. Ela tirou um pedaço grande de bolo. Então, qual seria o oposto, né? Which one would be contradictory? Bright, new, soft, thin, or wet? Thin? Yes. Thin is something, for example, this pencil is very thin if we compare with this control, yes? Very good. Thin, the opposite, okay? So we have here two antonyms, two different words, okay? And for this sentence, the train departs at 12:25. Which word does represent the opposite of departs? Arrives, leaves, waits, or swerves? Arrives.
No doubts.
No doubt. Very flexible. Very good. I like to feel like that too with my students. Yes, arrives. Departs.
In the
arrives.
airport, departs and arrives.
Yeah, we can see these announcements. Yeah. Yeah, it's very popular, even for us Brazilians. Okay, great. Okay, here we have a different task. Okay, here the task is a bit different. Okay, I put the translation because the terms are very strange. Okay, but let's see which is the word that doesn't belong to the meaning group, to the semantic group. What is the meaning group or